Today we're in Toquerville, Utah, a small town north of St. George, and we're going to be taking a bit of a driving tour so you can get a feel for the area, talking about the water solutions and a huge project that's going to change the heart of Toquerville. Hi, I'm Shari Harris with Fathom Realty, and today we're in Toquerville. This is a small town, population under 2,000, so very rural. We're north of St. George. If you saw my other video of Leeds, Utah, we are just a little bit further north off of I-15. So when you take the exit off of I-15, you're actually coming onto State Road 17, which is a main road, because if you're coming from the north and headed to Lake Powell, Zion National Park, the Grand Canyon, or to Hurricane, you're most likely going to take this exit. So this is a small road, but heavy traffic, and it goes right through the heart of Toquerville, which it's kind of stressful. As an agent, I can't imagine what it's like for the locals, but I can say as an agent out showing homes, when you're going on this road and people are tailgating you, you're going pretty fast and you've got to turn onto a side street, or it's lined by homes, so you're trying to pull into driveways, and you're slowing down and you feel like somebody is going to run into the back of your car, so it's kind of stressful. So they are finally, it's been in the works for a long time, in the progress of making a great solution, which is the Toquerville Parkway. It's like a bypass that will take the traffic. They say from their studies, 85% of the traffic from going through that small town area, heart of Toquerville, and it will bypass that area. So you jump onto this parkway pretty soon after you get off of I-15, and then you bypass Toquerville and you come back onto State Road 17, kind of at the Toquerville Liverkin border of those two towns. So this is in the progress. It will be amazing to help Toquerville keep that small town feel in the heart that they really want. But also, Toquerville is really struggling with sales tax revenue. There's not businesses here. And so they have big plans along this parkway to put in commercial as well as residential. And I was listening to the mayor talk. This is fairly new, and he was talking about there's about 750 homes in Toquerville. And with the plans, with the subdivisions and stuff that will go along that parkway, they're expecting to build 4,000 to 6,000 homes. So that is going to completely change this town. But they're hoping to keep like that business and more of that, busyness over there by the parkway, and then have this other area of Toquerville that will be that quiet, rural, small town feel that the people that live here love. Going back to talking about the Toquerville exit, right off of it, they've actually already built an RV park, and that's now open. They're still working on the amenities, pool and pickleball courts, that kind of stuff. And then they're also, you can see they're moving around the dirt, getting ready to build a large gas station truck stop right there off of the exit. And then already along the parkway, they've started putting in a community that's going to be 55 and plus. So everything is it's in the works. It's moving forward. Like I said, there's only 750-ish homes in Toquerville, and I was looking to see what's on the market right now, and there's only 5 homes, so not much. And there's only one that's under $500,000, listed at $489,000, and it's a 1,599 square foot home. And then you have on the other end a fairly new custom-built home over 6,000 square feet for $1,549,000. And then they had one that is actually 36.54 acres, so huge, with one home on it that is listed for $2,640,000, but potential to maybe be able to develop those 36 acres in time. And one of the things is they have found that reservoirs are a great way to collect water, so we don't lose it when we have these great winters and all this runoff. And so there's the Ash Creek project, and Ash Creek is having a lot of seepage and not holding on to the water. So they are going to be piping the water from Ash Creek to I think it's going to be called Chief Toquer Reservoir, and that's being built in Toquerville. And it's going to be 2025, 2026 before it's done, and depending on what kind of winters we have, how quickly it will fill up. But the reservoir, I was reading like kind of the specifics on it, and it's going to be built on 115 acres of BLM land. So it'll be an alternative source of irrigation water. And this is going to free up some of the water that is being used for irrigation right now that would be perfect for drinking water. And so they're going to kind of switch that out there. But this reservoir will be 110 feet deep at its deepest point, and the dam will be 1,200 feet long and 120 feet in height, which sounds absolutely huge to me. But kind of to put it into perspective, it's half the size of Kolob or a third the size of Gunlock Reservoir. So it is kind of on the small side, actually. But once this reservoir is done, it won't be just for irrigation water, but for recreation. And so they're going to stock it with fish so you can go fishing. And then it'll be open to non-motorized recreation vehicles like kayaks, paddleboards, those kind of things. So will be lots of fun. That's one of my favorite things with my children is all the reservoirs around here, and to go spend the day. And they can get a little packed, so having another reservoir will help move people around a little bit. And so it's super exciting for that as well. As I mentioned, that's the Ash Creek project. And so Ash Creek runs through Toquerville. And so you'll see kind of the green trees that are growing along it. And some of the homes that I've shown, it's running at the back. And so sometimes the property is slanted and there's steps down to the creek. You can hear it in the distance when you're out in your back patio and stuff. So I like the creek view. It's not like out east. I sometimes hear all these people talking about all the ponds and rivers, creeks, whatever, streams on their property, and we don't have that here. So when you can get it, it's pretty unique and special. So the layout of Toquerville is not very flat. It's kind of got the hills and valleys. And so there's a lot of homes with really good views throughout Toquerville, up on the bench and hills, as well as one thing to kind of tell you the size of Toquerville right now also is to look at the post office. Like when you got that small, tiny post office, like it's totally got that small town feel, which I know with the parkway and all the growth that will soon need to be a bigger one. But they definitely have a lot going on here, and it will be interesting to see as these projects move forward. If Toquerville's able to hold on to that small town charm in the one area and then have the huge growth on the outer area to kind of bring in that tax revenue they need to survive as a city. Thank you for joining me today. I love sharing all these small towns in this area to people who are interested, so don't hesitate to reach out to me. I love to answer your questions, show you around. All my contact information is below, and I will talk to you soon.